The reason it matters is because we love these people so much. And so the idea of losing them is really scary. In my last skit, I talked about existential dread, specifically the mortality of our loved ones, which is obviously an overwhelming and highly distressing kind of thought. But as with any thought, we do have some options when we're faced with it. The simplest and most common solution that most people reach for when they're experiencing some kind of distressing thought is distraction. And while it can be problematic if distraction is the only tool you have, it can be a helpful thing to use for short periods of time. So if you have a thought that's feeling really stuck in your brain and you're having a hard time getting past it, sometimes just putting your focus elsewhere for a little while, watching a movie, calling a friend, listening to some music, things like that, can be really helpful because by the time you finish that activity, that thought no longer feels quite so present and heavy in your brain. We can also consider why this thought is so tough and respond from that place. The reason it matters is because we love these people so much. And so the idea of losing them is really scary. But what if instead of spending our time in the present worrying about losing them one day, we put that energy into connection? Shoot them a text to see how they're doing, make plans to see them this weekend, or just spend some quality time together later today. Because that way we're enjoying the present moment with them rather than losing the present moment to worry about the idea that one day they might be gone. And finally, a good reminder always is that you are capable of hard things. So often, worry comes with this sense that when the bad thing happens, we're not going to be able to handle it. And that's just not true. Every hard thing that you've experienced, you have made it through. So when you're experiencing that kind of worry, you can remind yourself, I am capable of hard things. If you experience existential dread, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, especially if you have tips or tricks that you might be able to share that other people could benefit from your wisdom and your experience. If you enjoy this content or find it relatable, please give me a follow, and you can find me on all platforms at Lunch Break Wellness.